going on, guys? This is Funko Rebel. Welcome back to another episode of a mystery box unboxing. I believe this box is from the community swap number 8 that Mama J holds. I'm pretty sure that this is the box because I never got to open it and I don't recognize the name. Who's it from? And it's not marked. Basically, this is a community swap. What Mama J does is she gets these whole bunch of channels that you do YouTube, from just starting to the big boys. And she gets the whole community together so we could get to know each other. Then some of us find out, hey, we live right across next town or next borough or in a different state that we're going to visit soon. So we get to talk and communicate, have some conversations in a chat that she creates with some mods. Each group has got a name, you know, like Fuzzy Redfoots and so on, for an example. It is not just Funko. This should be the retro box that she put together. It's has to do with things from the past, from when we were younger or just about to get older. But it could be also some Funko items that represent retro. Retro meaning like vintage is another word that you want to use. Basically, something that you grew up on watching a cartoon. It could be a show from back in the 80s, the 90s, before we hit this age. Most of us are in our 40s, 30s, 40s. Then you have the younger version that probably doesn't know what a full retro is unless their parents or big brothers and sisters are showing them there, so on and so on. So this is a swap box. Swap box meaning that we had to put together a box and then send it to a name that's being picked out of a hat. You sign into this SD stuff that she puts together. Then once everybody says that the box is good, a name gets picked, and you basically stalk the person a little bit. Not like, hey, I'm, be a psycho. You're stalking a page to get to know them, is a better word, not stalk, and see what the person likes. So you could add something in the box for them that they'll enjoy. Maybe something they have on their wish list that they haven't gotten around to get, and somebody will buy something off of that wish list and add it to the box. So hopefully this is the box, because the person who sent it didn't mark it. They put my YouTube name and the address I live, of course. That's how I got it. But they didn't mark it CS8. So I have my knife, Chucky, as everybody knows. I am going to slice it open and I'm going to see. I never opened it, so hopefully this is the right box. If not, then it's something I ordered, which is weird because I really don't put Funko Rebel and I don't use UPS. And especially doesn't come out of an Amazon box. So this has to be the box that I was waiting for. Okay, it is open. I see as soon as I open the lid, I saw a note. And it says open first and open last. So we have two: open first, open last. So the last, we're going to put it to the side. We're going to do is open first. Let's see here. There's brown paper bag on top, so I don't see the contents yet. So I'm going to do it as a mystery box. So let's take a look here. Okay, hello Rosario, aka Funko Rebel. I hope this CS8 box, so it is the CS8. They marked it in the inside, but not on the outside. Finds you well. I was born in the 70s, so my favorite childhood items come from the 80s. I have enclosed 6 items for you. I know technically all of them, but didn't have to be from the time frame, but I hope you will like them. All right, let's take a look. It's anonymous. They didn't sign it, but remember when I was saying stalking, that's funny because this kind of looks like it's a letter like it could be, but it's funny. And I have that sense of humor, so that is hysterical for me right now. We're gonna open the other one last. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna look straight to you guys, and I'm gonna move the brown paper bag. All right, I feel something furry in here. Oh God, I hope it's not a dead animal, or something that's dead that used to be alive that's furry. It comes in a box. All right, I grew up on these when I was little, and it's the Pound Puppies. That is pretty cool. Most of you guys know these were big hit back in the 80s. It's not the original, and you could tell it's not the original because the box was a little darker, and I believe at that time, I'm not sure if it was Hasbro. I never collected these, but I know of these. My sister had a hand-me-down Pound Puppy. I believe she had a white one. This is pretty cool. And it was like the Cabbage Patch dolls. You had to name them. They had a whole birth certificate going on. Adopt a huggable best friend. Classic 80s collection. So it is a retro item that was from the 80s. So that is pretty cool. Again, I never collected these, so I'm not even sure if it has a certificate where you name them or anything. I know the Cabbage Patch kids did. Hi, I'm a Pound Puppy. I'm looking for a loving home. I've been waiting for someone like you to choose me on their own pet. You can give me a name. Also, you could give him a name. So whatever you want to call him, that's what you prefer. But that is pretty awesome. That is definitely a retro item. So we're going to put him to the side. I'm going to dig in here and see what other item we're going to get. That's more paper. More paper. That's more paper. I'm just going to put this in my garbage can. Garbage can. It's a lot of paper. All right, so from here, I see something with X-Men. I believe this is a puzzle, 8,000-piece puzzle of Wolverine. That is pretty sweet. That is awesome. I haven't done a puzzle in years. I can't remember the last one I bought, which actually, no, I'm lying. I know which one I bought. I bought a Superman puzzle, and I haven't put that one together. So this is pretty awesome. Next one, it is Made in China Garfield. This is a show I used to like. I mean, who doesn't like Garfield? An orange cat who likes lasagna. It's definitely Italian. And it's pretty cool because you get also these awesome others that you could get. They're from Nickelodeon. So you know what? We're going to open this up. And it looks like it's a Pop Mart Garfield. Let's see. I've seen these on Amazon. I just never bothered getting them. But we're going to see who we get. If it's a blind box, I don't know. Your guess is good as mine. That's funny because that right there looks like feet. And it's not. So, okay, yeah. That answers my question. It is Garfield. There's a Pop Mart, but they give you some type of card. It's not a sticker. I don't think you guys could eat these. So we'll just drop it in the box. So from here, we're going to see who we get. Or which one we get. I mean, I know it's Garfield. But we're going to see who we get out of this. Of the characters that's in the box. Here. There. That'd be easy, right? So from here, we'll get... Of course, it's not a video if I don't drop anything. And it is... Oh, it comes with an awesome Frisbee. It comes with what looks to be candy, but I don't think it's candy. Oh, okay, so that is not a Frisbee. That should be bubble gum. that you put back here in Garfield's back. And this is pretty sweet. It's Garfield himself chewing a bubble gum, and he's got like the jar of the bubble gum. It's pretty cool. And he has pink gloves and gum. That is pretty wicked. All right, so we will put him together later, and I'll take a picture before I turn off the camera and show you how he looks complete. Okay, so from here, we have a Slinky. Slinky. You know, for many years, I had no clue what was the purpose of this until I watched the movie Ace Ventura, when he was like on top of the pyramid and he took a Slinky and he threw it down the staircase. Basically, this was a game they invented to get kids active. Basically, what these were used for, you would put it on top of the staircase and you would let it go, and it would be like a worm. It would just go stair to stairs. And the whole thing was that you had to try to beat the Slinky downstairs. Now, we don't have video proof of that ever happening, that a kid ever beat a Slinky or a Slinky beat a kid. But I know Ace Ventura in the movie beat the Slinky because it was 2 steps shy of hitting the ground floor. So that is pretty cool. He's been around. What I used to like doing with this was just piss people off and just go like this with the Slinky and make that noise until somebody snatched it out of my hand and never give it back to me. But that's awesome. You just activated the kid in me, because I'm going to stop pissing some people off later. All right. From here, we have what's to be a 2022 calendar of Garfield. That is pretty sweet. I'll try to see what I could do with this. Then we have here, ooh, I see something that's awesome. I was just talking about it too while I was introducing the Pound Puppy. I see some old Cabbage Pail Kids. Now, oh wow, okay, this is a wax pack. This, I don't know if this is series 1. Garbage Pail Kids, 25-cent cheap. Stickers, collect all new, 6th series. So this is the 6th series. It still has a great value to it, but that's pretty awesome. Oh, I really don't want to open this. That would be awesome. I wonder if you could get this graded just like this. But that's pretty awesome. I really don't want to open these, but a little bit of me does. And no, I'm not going to chew the gum, you crazy people, you. Maybe if I was younger and I needed money, maybe I would have chewed the gum. But this is definitely from, yeah, I am not chewing the gum. This thing is like, the gum is from 1986. Wow. 1986. That is sweet. I am definitely not eating the gum, and I'm having second thoughts about opening these. But a part of me does want to open them up and see who I got. And I might go send these to get graded. You guys want me to open it, don't you? You guys really want me to open it. I see you back there. Yeah, you're the one all the way back there. You want me to open these, don't you? All right. You know what? I'll tell you a second, because a part of me doesn't and a part of me does. So I'm going to set these down and I'm going to show you what else is in the box. And then I'll think about it to see if I want to open those. We got a bag full of goodies. Right? Yes, that is, I believe, it. So we have they made a Funko Pop of this icy squeaky candy. I can't eat this because I'm a diabetic and the sugar is probably, yeah, added sugars is over 14%. I really try to do anything that's below 7 or no sugar at all. But I'll find very good use for this for somebody that will enjoy this. So thank you for that. That is pretty awesome. Slushies, that's all that comes to my mind is slushies, which I know they still have them at 7-Eleven, but they're not the same slushies from back then. Pop Rocks. Now this, kids, if you're a little younger, you might want to put your hands over the ears. I used to put this in my mouth and I used to make out with a girl, and that was like the best thing to ever do. Okay, I'm not giving you tips on what to do when you make out with somebody, but these are a lot of fun. Pop Rocks. That's all I'm saying. This is awesome when you put it in your mouth and you're making out with somebody. We have grape flavored D-pad candy in a cool classic black and white Game Boy Nintendo. Not real Nintendo, but there is candy here. La 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 la. Pop Rocks. That's all I'm saying. Put these in your mouth when you're making out with somebody, and the girl might call you back. Anyway, guys, we'll go to the letter. We're gonna see who sent us this box, so we could thank them. It says open last, so we went all through the contents. It's a pretty cool retro box. And it's pretty sweet. A lot of memories are coming here. I might cry after I turn this camera off because my nephew turns 14. That means I'm going to get older, and I'm already 43, and I don't want to get old. Toys keep me young. But a lot of good memories just popping out of my head, and it's awesome. All right, so we have here from Rip with Hips. That's pretty cool. Yeah, Rip with Hips. I think I talked to him. I think he's hit me up on Instagram asking me about ISA. I think this is Joe Rips. Right? Is that Joe Rips? I think this is KB Hips's husband. All right. Well, by now you might have seen all the items that I have here for you. I'm guessing that you have figured out my favorite cartoon character growing up was Garfield. Everybody's cartoon character is Garfield. I mean, it's a cat who eats lasagna. Come on now. I'm Italian and I love lasagna. And it's funny too because I asked my mother to make lasagna the other night and she just looked at me with her eyes open and like, wow, I haven't heard you ask me that in a long time. She's thinking about making it. I love this humor and I love lasagna. See, I didn't even get to read that part. My favorite Marvel character is Wolverine, hence the dolls and puzzle piece, which by the way I feel free to mail back to me. Unless my nephew calls dibs because he actually likes Wolverine. The Garbage Pail Kids were a hint to who I am. Rips with hips. Of course, as you look back now, I have an earthly idea why I loved Slinky, but I did, and definitely an iconic. So for now, last item, a pound puppy. I was adopted. I didn't know that. See, something that you get to know about somebody. So he was adopted, not abducted. I was in and out of foster cares from 79 until 83. Wow, that's something I didn't know. This toy as a stuffed animal was a special to me because we share a bond. I believe he came out when I was 6 or 7 years old. So I hope that you can provide a special place for this puppy to live. Thanks for protecting the swap. I hope that you love the items as much as I did when I was small. Yes, I do. I treasure this. Like I said, you just gave me a lot of memories coming up right now, and um, I just wish things were different now that they were like back then. Back then seemed to be a lot more simple. We didn't have that much responsibility. But I learned something new right now from this letter, and I'm going to keep this letter with me. I'm not going to throw them out. I'm going to keep them, and I'm going to put your sticker with my other YouTube stickers that I collect. I really don't peel them off. Sometimes I'll get double, I'll peel them off, but this is the first time I have your sticker, and I'm going to keep it with me. And I'm not gonna peel it because I don't want to lose it. I'm gonna keep it collected. I have like an album with all the stickers from YouTubers. It's like, I don't know, it's a collector's issue, I guess. Uh, but I didn't know that. And I hope you didn't want me to read this out loud. So I apologize if you didn't want anybody else to know. Um, my brain wasn't thinking. But it's always great to know somebody. And I really hope when you were in and out of there, you found loving people you made friends with, and you still have friends to this day, and you're making a lot more friends today. So that's something I didn't know about you. You can hit me up anytime on Instagram. We can have lots of talks. And just to let you know, IAS does do really good grading, and I just sold a Julio Rodriguez. They, believe it or not, I won it off of Whatnot in a from my sponsor E&J Boutique. They did a rip, and I ended up winning his autograph. That card was only $20 when it came out, and now he just skyrocketed. And I said to myself, let me go get it graded, and of course, slabbed in our terms. And it came back as a 9 mint. I just sold it the other day for 100. I put it up for 150 on eBay, but I took 100 because it seemed fair. But Rip and Hips, thank you very much for the memories. I'm gonna start pissing some people off with that Slinky. Boy, man, you got me in trouble, and you don't even know it yet. Because I just do this all day. I used to piss off a lot of people. A lot of my cousins ripped that thing out of my hand. And somehow I always ended up with a second-hand Slinky, and I still pissed people off. Garfield, we have something in common. I do like him because, like I said, he's Italian. He's an Italian cat. He eats lasagna. I mean, I love lasagna. Come on now. So, yes, this is a pretty awesome box. I liked it. I can't wait for the next one. If you're new to this channel, please give me a sub. Click the bell for the notifications. Click a like. Let me know what you think about this box, because this box was awesome. A lot of memories right now between pissing people off with the Slinky, Slurpees, Nintendo Game Boy, which I never had one, but I did play with it. That sounds bad, but I played with it. Garfield, I always used to watch. Garbage Pail Kids, I used to collect. Never owned a pound puppy, which I do now. Wolverine was one of my cool Marvel heroes back then. I'm not into Marvel really anymore. I'm more of a DC guy. But this is a pretty cool box. And if you liked what's in this box and you want to be part of it, because once you're in it, you can't back out. Just hit up Mama J on Instagram. Tell her that you want to be in CS number 9. Meet some more people in the community. We do all these awesome swaps. This is pretty cool. This is going to go in my background because this is Garfield and I like it. And I'm going to put the little gums that go in it. And I'm going to make sure it seals tight. So if in case it falls, it doesn't. I don't lose none of the bubble gums. So I had a lot of fun opening this box. My guess was good as yours to know if this was CS8, and it ended up being the right box. So that was awesome. I liked it. I can't wait for number 9. Make sure you hit Mama J. You join this awesome swap. You get to know a lot of people. And that's all I have to say about that. Thank you, Hips. This was awesome, man. Pound puppy, I never owned one, but I did hold one. I know about them, so I know, what it is. This is pretty awesome of you. Stay tuned for more videos. All right, little update. That pound puppy, my mother took him. She named him Coco. She took the puppy. I couldn't walk out because she's here visiting, and I walked out with it, and she said it's mine. She literally took that out of my hand, named him Coco, and said, "Have a good day." Like, really, I was robbed. She took the pound puppy and named him Coco. You know what? I'm not going to fight with her because she's having surgery tomorrow. She can keep the pound puppy. And guess what I forgot to do? I forgot to open these. That little bit of me says no, but that little bit of me says open him. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to open it. I'm going to see what it is. I did it. I'm still not eating the gum. I am not eating the gum. Wow, that gum looks bad. We have here Manny Lanny. These are pretty cool. We have Nasal Hazel. We have here... Ooh, that don't look good. Looks like the gum. Instinct Penny. And we have here Lollipoppy. Looks like an ex-girlfriend of mine. We have here Pant Down Coy Roy. Look at those bony legs. He ain't gonna need the Pop Rocks. And we're back to Manny Lanny. I am still not eating that gum, guys. But you know what I'm going to do is I'm going to put these away. I'm going to get a sleeve. I'm going to put them away. And I'm going to go get these graded, even though they're a little loppy because of the gum. I'm going to go and get them graded. I'm going to keep the wrapper. I'm going to throw out the gum. So when I go and slab these, I will know what series that was. So that's the little update. My mother robbed me of the pound puppy, and she named him Coco. Guys, it was unbelievable. And my nephew mugged me for the candy. The only thing I got away with was the Game Boy one. All right, guys, stay tuned for this video.